listen to videos or any podcast is the best thing for the learning of language. Like someone says that if you are good listener, so you will be a good speaker. So first listen,
Really, really.
then start speaking. So I just
Yes,
follow this rule. If I want to be a fluent, the first of all I have to listen to the other person, then I have to start speaking.
yes. Actually, it also depends at how we listen. If we are just thinking about listening, so according to me, we have to take one topic on daily basis, okay? And that particular topic or conversation, we should listen at repetition manner. Means 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, one particular one. There
Hmm.
should be repetition of the videos or conversation or podcast so that you will get their pronunciation, their voice modulation, and how they are just molding the sentence. You will come to know lots of things, but
Yes,
need is that you have to just repeat that particular one, because sometimes what happens, we need to do active listening also and passive listening also. Active listening we can do when we are sitting just completing our all household chores and work. But when we are doing our practice listening, passive listening, so that time we can do our repetition of listening videos. So it
yes, yes.
will be very helpful for our English learning. Yes.
Hmm. Like when are you doing something, so that time you can listen, but our mind is not fully active, the both.
Yes.
So we just only listen to the videos or the
Hmm.
podcast. So that time my our mind only getting, and we are not putting out.
Really.
So
Actually, ma'am, what happened when whenever we do passive listening, so that time, though we are not concentrating on each and every fact of listening, but that time we are just paying attention on the pitch of the particular one, no doubt. And when we are just listening someone, and we are just noticing that where the sound is going down and where it is rising up. So in this way we will come to know that what is the flow of the speaking, you know, and how we can go with that flow. Yes.
Uh, for this, I would like to share my thought. Like, if we think like we are doing passive listening, and it is not good for us. We have to just do active listening. If we think like that, so we do not the same thing. Like, I think if I don't have time to for the active listening, so
Hmm.
if I don't stop the passive listening too, because I stop the passive listening, so it means I'm not getting anything, nothing. I'm
Really,
getting.
really. Because
Yes,
as a housewife and so responsible person, we have so much responsibilities. We are all we. It is not like that we are always free to listen
yes.
actively. Yeah,
I always think that something is better than to nothing.
nothing. Yeah, something is better than nothing. Obviously.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's why whenever I don't have time, but I do anything in my home, so I
Yes.
always active with passive listening.
Really, actually, whenever we are doing passive listening, though we are not paying attention so attentively, but our subconscious mind is working somewhere, and that is
Yeah.
really very effective. Because when we are listening, so everything is going into our ears,
Yes,
no? So
words
somewhere
is
we are working. Yeah.
yes, absolutely. So in the evening time, my listening time passively. Okay,
Okay.
and in the evening time, I do just active listening, and then I imitate the same thing, and I read the books, and then I
Hmm.
record my audio, then I listen to my audio, and whenever I find out any the area is not good, so I just rectify that mistake. So these
Yeah,
kind of I'm doing, and I feel like
wonderful,
when
wonderful.
thank you.
Really,
And
this is the way. This is the way it is showing that how passionate you are towards your learning. Yeah,
yes, because my goal is in front of me.
yes,
My goal is
really.
in front of me. That's why I'm learning. Like now, I have two kids, so I am busy. Yes, I am busy with them also, because they are also my responsibility. I have to do, and I have to do brush up my personality and my fluency
Mm.
also. Uh, it My children are growing, and they are growing okay, but I also improvement on myself.
Ma'am,
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Great. Amazing. Listen, ma'am, as we are meeting first time, so please introduce yourself.
Yeah, sure. I am Kalpana. I am from Noida. If I talk about my education qualification, I have done MA, BA, UPTET, CTET, and now I am tutor, and I'm blessed with two children. That's all about me.
Wow, that's great. Really. Yeah. So, I just want to know that what encourages you to learn this language?
Mm, yeah, it's a nice question. Uh, Actually, reason is that I want to be a fluent in English, because
Hmm.
uh, I went somewhere to interview in a school for teaching, but that time I was not able to speak out in English, and I had to speak in English, and I was a lot of effort to speak, but I couldn't. That time I decided to learn this language. So since then, I am learning this language, and because of that, I have created my channel. So
Hmm.
now, you can say like what to say? Yeah. Now I am YouTuber as well.
Wow, that's great. Actually, really, this is a great platform when anybody just want to learn this language, because in this way we are always consistent with our goal. And the good thing is that you have your why, your prominent why. That why do you want to learn this language? Mostly it happens whenever we ask that why do you want to this language, so they don't know their why. And until we don't know our why, so how we can say that we are so passionate about learning this language? Yeah. And as you are saying that you just want to get fluency, so I want to know that what steps have you been taken to get fluency till now?
I am doing a lot of effort. Like
Mm.
I'm trying to, you know very well that there are four important parts of learning
Mm.
this: is reading, writing, speaking, and listening. But I'm not able to do everything. So I just listen to conversation video or podcast, and I read a book or a story, and yeah, and whenever I have time, so I have conversation whenever the person is available, so I converse with them, so I speak on that. Yeah, and I think that I feel like that with consistency, if I do every day, so it means I will get something. So
Yes,
this
ma'am, definitely. Yeah.
I'm doing, I am trying to do everything, and I'm doing this thing. Reading is a good thing, I think so. Because if we read, so if we able to understand how to frame the sentence. So
Hmm.
reading is good, and I'm doing listening. whenever I have conversation, that time I do two things, like I am speaking and I am listening too. So two
Hmm.
things is also going on, like we are doing. And reading, and whenever I have time, if I feel like that I am in mood, so that time I try to write. So
Wow,
these kind of thing I'm doing.
that's great. Actually, as you told that you are just paying attention on all the four aspects of English learning, like listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So within a couple of months, you can get fluency. Because what happened when we do something with our wholehearted and we give our 100%, so nobody can stop us
Yes.
getting succeed. Yeah. And as you were saying that you are doing everything, so I just want to know that how do you listen? How do
uh,
you listen something?
I listen conversation video in the morning. After completing my household chores, I just sit in front of the television and start
Mm-hmm.
conversation. I just listen to them and try to recall them. So
Yeah,
that
means
I
you try to imitate them, you
imitate,
know,
yes,
and that imitation is called shadowing.
shadowing, yes,
When somebody is saying something and we are just repeating after him or her, so this activity is called shadowing. And no doubt, shadowing helps us in great manner
yes.
to learn well pronunciation as well and good vocabs as well. Yes, and it works on our voice modulation as well.
Like
Really, it's a great habit.
yes, yes.
Yes,
And when
and
you imitate the someone, it means you also get the word, and your confidence level is also getting higher.